Yo, what's going on, y'all? I want to thank you if you're tuning in. I'm your host, Paco, and you're listening to Occupy the Media. We got Will on the line with us. Okay, so Will, real quick, I want to get back to this Washington insider or a person that you know. You said that he's saying that he's pretty much not scared or worried because he's saying that they got the rules.
He is not worried. They're basically, their attitude is, we make the rules. We make the rules, but you know what, man, I'm not scared of them either. I'm not worried about that. I'm not a delegate. I tell people not to give up their delegate status. I'm not a delegate. I can say what I want, do what I want, and I'm not worried about it. But they're coming at us with that. They are trying to take the Ron Paul delegates. First of all, they want their names, and I know that. It's been alleged out in Michigan that and one of our insiders knows somebody who was getting paid to do it, to find out who the delegates were, to try and game the system locally, at the very local level. Because we've seen how these things work. They start off really local, they go to mid-range, counties, then down to the states, and they've been lost along the way. Like, I just know where I am in Maryland. I'm in a little town. Every single person that has Santorum, Romney, Gingers next to their name was somebody on my mailing list that I'm a Ron Paul group, because we're the only people that care. Yeah. And nobody else cares. They don't want to be delegates for those people, man. They don't want to put the time in. So, he's scared. I know he's scared. They got to be worried about this because they're trying. They're already running against Obama. They're already trying to run against Obama. They're trying to make it look like Ron Paul's nothing. But they're doing things. They're showing that they're showing that they're nervous. They're showing that. But my insider guy's not nervous. He's one of those guys that maybe he's not seeing us coming. Maybe he doesn't understand it. I know he watches Fox News, so he obviously doesn't know anything. So I don't know.
So basically, he agrees with Romney. Then he's not just doing it just for selling out. He really does believe in that philosophy, or that he's the one that should be president.
I think he believes in what everybody else does now, their own ego. And they look at party loyalty as loyalty to the people who paid for it, to the people up the top, because that's what it is. That's what they want. And he's got I see him dealing with the RNC, man, and they work hardcore. They are ruthless. Look what happened in Maine. Look what happened in some of these places where it just stuff doesn't add up. They don't care. They're just right out in public. We make the rules. We don't care. We're looking at everywhere. I mean, I'm so excited to see so many people out there just excited. I don't want to get anybody down because I want everybody pumped right now, because this is the time really. Like, I found right now that I can get people to vote for Ron Paul in the election coming up much more easier than I could against the Republican primaries, just because people have had that. Here in Maryland, they've had the month to breathe. And now I'm still coming back to people and talking to them, showing them now, because everybody's showing their cards a little early, but not us.
Yeah, we're dangerous, man, because we're fighting for freedom, and so they don't understand that. That's what they don't understand, and we're way more organized than them. They're trying to cause all these problems like happened at Maine. Matter of fact, earlier, and this is now my third time, I tried to call Charlie Webster myself to talk to him, the chairman in Maine, and ask him some questions. But, he's either not in or he'll be back in the afternoon. I call back. He'll be back next week. So I'm going to try to get in contact with him and say, look, man, these delegates aren't going to be challenged, right? Because we already got evidence of fraud that implicates Romney's people, which probably means it implicates you. So, they got to realize that, too, that, they make all these accusations on all these articles I'm reporting on and all these articles I'm reading. They keep saying that we had shenanigans and we hijacked it, but they don't say what we did. We got video. You were just saying that people were just saying, oh, yeah, they just came hijack the process. Well, tell us what we did then. How exactly? If it took so long.
They're coming at us from every level they can. And I'm not worried about it. So, I have a positive message for people, man. I don't worry about what they're saying. Like I said, don't worry about it, because we are pumped. I've never seen a campaign with so many people that cared, that actually gave a crap about what happened to our country. It's exciting. But I am walking into my veterinarian with my little kitty cat who is upset and crying, man. I'm going to have to hop off the phone here with you.
No problem, Will. Well, I appreciate you joining us, man.
my website one more time, because I'm just on YouTube Flex, and I'm excited. I hope everybody subscribes if they all listen. It's Will Farrar Music, Farrar, music, and you guys can spell wealth, right?
Yeah. And yo, if anything,
sometimes I don't. I holler at people for not being able to spell, but I do it myself in the actual text under the video. So.
Well, if anything,
I appreciate you guys hitting me up.
Yeah, if anything comes up, man, you're more than welcome to come back on the show and stay in contact with me on Facebook and YouTube, and you got my number.
I will do, buddy. Take care, you guys.
All right, man.
God bless everybody. Yeah.
Also, we got in the chat. What is this? Chris says, I watched the Michigan delegate get a call from the RNC. Yeah, I ain't surprised. I reported on it the other day, too, man. They're polling us. They're polling people trying to find out who the Ron Paul delegates are. So when they call you, tell them you're all about taking down Obama and Romney's our only chance. That's what they don't realize, man. We're not stupid, man. And then it doesn't even matter. They're not organized enough. For them to take this down, they're going to have to do illegal things, more fraud. They're going to have to. It is not going to be working with just these little things. They're fake slates. It's not going to work. They're going to have to really, really come out and show their card. So it's getting crazy out here. We gotta expose all these imposters. Get Ron Paul president. Get our freedoms back. Anyways, hey Chris, if you're listening, what's up with that personal information, that call? I want to know what they asked, man. So either chat it with me or let me know if you're free. I'll call you. I got 30 more minutes. I don't have too much really planned. It's the weekend, y'all. So don't forget either, if you're in Pasadena area, Los Angeles, Pasadena, California, we do table events every Wednesday. Starting at 11:30, I think is when Brian sets up the table. 11:30 a.m. and Pasadena College. And yeah, man, we need to get more people registered. California's coming up. We got to get this. Get more delegates. And take over the Republican Party because they're complaining right here. Matter of fact, we have from Examiner.com to Angel Clark talking about, those of us wanting the RNC chairman to resign. Let's see. Things freezing up a little bit, so bear with me one moment. Calls rise for RNC chairman to resign over early endorsement of Mitt Romney. Let's see here. It is an endorsement plus resource. Okay, so the Republican National Committee threw their support behind Romney after Newt Gingrich announced he would suspend his campaign. The RNC will help register voters and encourage outreach for Romney, even though Paul is in the race. Quote, it is an endorsement plus resources, energy, communication, everything the DNC is doing for President Obama. We're doing 10 times more. 10 times for Mitt Romney. It's a scam, y'all. This is crazy. We'll be back. I'm Paco, your host.
We arrived in Vietnam in September the 14th.
We were fighting what was called the Viet Cong.
They broke through our lines, and we had to go hand to hand.